Stand 1 second either side of me so that you can be on film, okay? Good. If you're comfortable, you can take your mask off. If you're not, leave it on. Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to get started with the opening day ceremony. Thank you. Again, good afternoon and welcome to the first ever virtual HBC Opening Day and Memorial Day ceremony. Memorial Day became a federal holiday in 1971. Prior to that, it was known as Decoration Day, a time of the year when Americans came to decorate the graves of fallen soldiers, to honor the sacrifice that they've made. Since then, Memorial Day has become the day that we all kick off summer and celebrate the beginning of many of our favorite seasons. Memorial Day has also become the day when the Housatonic Boat Club officially opens. But on this day, it's important to remember the origins of Memorial Day, to remember the sacrifice of the men and women who gave up their lives in service of our country for the freedoms that we all enjoy today. It's a debt that we can never repay, but we can always remember. In recent months, a new group of heroes has emerged in our country. Healthcare workers on the front lines, helping to restore Americans to health as they've fallen ill as a result of this virus. And to all of them today, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for taking care of us. Thank you for taking care of our families. We'd like to get started officially with the ceremony at this point. And I wanted to start by saying it's amazing that we're even able to hold today's ceremony here today. And in these unprecedented times in our country and the state of the way things are with this pandemic, the fact that we're here and that we're opening, it speaks to the strength and the resilience and the resourcefulness of our club members. And indeed, this is the fabric of our club. It is who we are. In fact, in recent weeks, we've managed to complete the spring landscaping cleanup of the grounds. We've completed the reconstruction of our of our workboat. And we've even raised the flagpole, all while practicing social distancing and wearing face protection to keep ourselves and each other safe. Our club was founded in 1887. This 133-year-old institution is the oldest continually active yacht club in Connecticut. And our mission today is the same as it was for our founders: to promote sailing and other water-related activities. We all anticipate that this summer will be unlike any other in recent club history. Many of our normal traditions and social events will be altered, postponed, or even canceled to accommodate our new reality and to protect the health and the well-being of our more vulnerable club members. After all, we are our club. Each of us is important. And it's this board's primary goal to ensure that we are all here next summer to enjoy another summer at the Housatonic Boat Club. We are the stewards of this real estate for the next generation, and it's my honor and a great privilege to stand before you today as your Commodore, and I want to say thank you. Thank you for making this club what it is and for putting your heart and your soul into making the building and the grounds of the Housatonic Boat Club a wonderful place for over 250 families to spend their summers. As we modified our spring work schedules to comply with social distancing and group gatherings in accord with executive orders and to protect our members, new members have stepped up to take up the mantle for us all. And that's the true spirit of the Housatonic Boat Club. Before we proceed, a quick note about launch day. We postponed the launch day this year as a result of the pandemic, and it will be coming up on Saturday, June 6th. All members who plan to be present for launch day are asked to wear face coverings and to bring personal protective equipment. Please watch your emails for special rules for launch day this year. At this time, I'd like to invite club member, Coast Guard Auxiliary member Jack Lynch to the microphone for the blessing of the fleet and the invocation. Thank you, Jack.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to see you. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the blessing of our fleet. I'm honored to be here. Dear God, may we ask your presence upon our blessing of the fleet. We thank you for the beauty of this community and the beautiful and mighty waters that surround us. May we always use and care for your gifts of the land and the sea in ways that are pleasing and respectful. Lord, sail with those who go forth. Taste the salt of their sweat, the salt of their tears, and the richness of their joys. Be merciful to them as they return from their sails to make fast their lines. Make light their feet, make tender their bonds until the skies and clouds part to experience the beautiful rainbow on the deck of the Housatonic Boat Club as we are reunited with each other once again. Go forth, everyone, into the world of peace. Be of great courage. Hold fast to all that is good and wholesome. Support the weak. Help the afflicted. Honor and respect all men and women and children and the beauty of our families. Love and serve the Lord and each other. May God bless our fleet and everyone at our beloved Housatonic Boat Club. A special thank you to the United States Coast Guard for the men and women that serve us each and every day. Semper Paratus. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Much appreciated. This past year, the Housatonic Boat Club lost 3 club members, and a handful of our members lost significant family members. Jack will be sending a rose down the river in memory of each of our lost family members. Last year, we did not mention the loss of a cherished long-term club member, Alice Schaefer, and we wanted to be sure to mention Alice here today. Please send a rose down the river for Alice, Jack. Additional boat club members lost this year include Vern Johnson, Alec Voigt, and Irene Wall. If we could take a moment of silence to remember our lost loved ones and those extended family members not mentioned here today. Wanted to take a moment to extend a deep appreciation and special thanks to all of our past Commodores and Advisory Council members. In my time as Commodore, I've learned to value their advice and to use the kernels of wisdom most appropriate to the matter at hand. Each of us has a unique skill set. Each of us has wisdom in our own way, and each of us can contribute. And I appreciate the feedback from each and every one of you to help this board as we move through this difficult time and as we continue to come here to enjoy this place despite what's happening in the world. We do have one past Commodore here today. I'd like to recognize him, Britt Hughes. Thank you, Britt. Much appreciation. And there are many of you I know that are here in spirit, and I talked to you in recent days, and I fully appreciate that you're in the safety of your homes and fully appreciate that you're doing the right thing so that we can spend time together again. We all need to stay safe and healthy at this time. I'd also like to thank Joel Green, HBC's legal advisor, Tom Fay, our club historian, and our board clerk, Ann Volte. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the 2020 Board of Governors. To my left, returning as Secretary, Ray Davis. Immediately behind me, returning as Fleet Captain, Dave Schrader. Tina Prouse continues as Youth Advisor this year. She was unable to make it today. Behind the camera, someone you can't see, continuing as Treasurer, Joe Adams. Thank you for shooting the video today, Joe, from everyone at home. Greatly appreciated. To my right, joining the board his first year as Vice Commodore, Jerry Fassbender. And to my left, joining the board his first year on the board as Rear Commodore, Dave Nielsen. And finally, me continuing as Commodore in my final year on the board. It's my honor to serve you with great appreciation for having me. I'd like to take a moment now to bring our Secretary, Ray Davis, to the microphone so that he can introduce new members to the club. Ray.
Thank you, Scott. This year, since last opening day, we have welcomed several individual members and families into the club. Dawn and Kenneth Sanders, Cynthia and Peter Dahl, Lucy and Carl Cedarholm, Phyllis and Thomas Gallo, Samuel Brower, Diane and Scott Orlando, Mike Pote, Eileen and John Deal, and Aaron and Sebastian Wajaska. Welcome to the HBC, everybody. Thank you, Scott. What's that?
Introduce Dave.
Oh, introduce Dave? And Dave has a few words to speak.
This year, we will be having a terrific group of stewards returning this year. And thank you for all the great job that you do to keep this place fun. And this year, in her first year, will be Ashlyn Gallo as head steward, Catherine Dubinsky, Mary McNeil, and Jacob Sullivan. And I'd also like to thank everyone in advance, all the members who volunteer to operate the launch this season when we do not have the normal stewards operating it. Ray would like to come back up and speak as to junior sailing program.
Thank you, Dave. Hi again. Junior advisor Tina Prouse was not able to participate today, so I'd like to share some information on her behalf. Firstly, our sincere appreciation and gratitude for the continued support of our junior programs here at HBC. Our juniors represent the future of the club. Our programs offer what is perhaps now more than ever before a haven of friendship, camaraderie, learning, and fun for the extraordinary young people who choose to spend their summers with us. We are diligently working to create a plan that will allow us to maintain the summer program here in a safe manner and are dedicated to continuing the tradition of sailing instruction here at HBC. We plan on commencing our summer sailing program here at the end of June with specific plans on exact start date and safety protocols coming soon. As we gear up summer plans for all our HBC youth, not just summer sailing, we will hold an election for the 2020 Junior Yacht Club Board at the end of June. Our junior sailing instructors this year are Claire Lagarde, the head sailing instructor, Mary Foley, sailing instructor, Hallie Peterlin, sailing instructor. The Junior Yacht Club Commodore is Hannah Head. Vice Commodore is Emma Head. Rear Commodore Tucker Donegan. The secretary position is open. Treasurer is Julia Prouse, and fleet captain is Colin Donegan. And that is all I have.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
I'm sure Tina thanks you for standing in today as well. Are you guys ready? Excellent. Are you folks ready? Excellent. Excellent. Today, we pray for, honor, and thank our nation's heroes who sacrificed their lives to protect our safety and freedom. And in these difficult times, we pray for a more peaceful world. Jack, would you do us the favor of sending the wreath down the river in memory of our fallen service heroes? And would like to take a moment to honor them while you do that. Thank you, Jack. While Jack puts the wreath in the water, I'd like to inform the club that the board has decided to commence with the tradition of recognizing colors at the end of each day to further commemorate the honor and sacrifice of our service members. At sundown each day, the steward will announce colors, and club members are asked to turn to the flag, take off their hats, and take a moment of silence while the flag is taken down. Once the flag is down, the steward will announce "as you were," and members can go back to whatever it is they were doing before we announce colors. Today, we are lucky enough to have two students from St. Joseph's School, Bella Augustin and Katie Semple. They're accompanied by their music teacher, Adam Benson, and they're here with us to sing the national anthem. I want to thank you guys in advance. And while they're singing, David and Jacob, if you would, please raise the flag of the United States as the group sings our national anthem. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Katie, Bella, and Adam. Much appreciated. Always a pleasure. And every year we know to expect it, but that cannon fire never ceases to surprise us all and cause us to jump. Thank you, Britt, for another exciting end. In the spirit of resilience and having a respite to escape the world's worries, the Houstonic Boat Club Board of Governors commissions the club open for its 133rd year. To all of our club members, all of our friends and family, have a safe, a healthy, and a wonderful summer, everyone. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the day.